Hello, my dear students, it's story time. Today's story is taken from the book Treasure Chest, a collection of ICSC poems and short stories. The title of the story is The Girl Who Can, written by Amata Aidoo. This story is narrated by Arjoa, a girl, 7-year-old girl living in a village in Ghana. Arjoa struggles to express her thoughts and feelings to the adults around her, as they often dismiss or laugh at what she says. The main source of conflict is between Arjoa's grandmother, and the name of the grandmother is Nana, and her mother. Her mother means Arjoa's mother, and her name is Kaya, or somewhere it is written Mami also. Nana frequently criticized Arjoa's legs, saying they are too thin and long for a proper woman. Okay, she always criticizes her. In Nana's views, a woman's legs should be thick with muscle to support wide childbearing hips. Arjoa's mother defends Arjoa, but it doesn't strongly contradict Nana because Nana, Arjoa's grandmother, is somehow authoritative and that commanding woman. Arjoa wishes she could examine other women's legs to evaluate Nana's statements, but is only able to see the legs of girls of her own age. Nana also thinks Arjoa attending school is a waste of time, while her mother supports her education. Arjoa enjoys school and the chance to run races with her classmates. One day, Arjoa's teachers select her. Okay, they selected her to represent her school in a district sports competition. Arjoa is surprised but excited also and goes home to share the news with her family. And who is there in her family? Arjoa's mother and grandmother. Okay, Nana and that Mami or Kaya. At first, Nana and Joa's mother do not believe she will really compete. But when Nana verifies the truth, she starts treating Arjoa differently. Her behavior changes now. She launders Arjoa's school uniform herself and carefully irons it. During the week of competitions, Nana attends each day, walking behind the school children. Arjoa wins every race she enters, becoming the district junior champion, and she gets a trophy also for it. When Joa returns to the village with the Champions Cup, Nana carries it proudly on her back to show Arjoa's mother. Nana has realized that while Arjoa's legs may be thin, they have their own strength and speed. The experience changes how Nana sees Arjoa and her abilities. Okay, this is the summary of The Girl Who Can. Now we will do the question answers for it. Let's do first the MCQs. You will also do along with me. The first one is select the options that shows the correct relationship between statement 1 and statement 2. I have always wanted to tell them not to worry. Second one is that it did not have to be an issue for my two favorite people to fight over. Okay, the answer is option number C. Option C. 2 is the cause of 1. Question number 2. Choose the option that lists the sequence of events in the correct order. I'm going to tell the answers only, the correct options, okay? And the answer is options A. Question number 3. But Kaya, I'm not sure about her legs. Kaya is the name of that Arjoa's mother. Which of the following words best describes the speaker's tone? Okay, and the answer is complaining. Option B. Which of these statements is not true? And the answer is Nana is not liked by the narrator. This is not true. She loved both the ladies. Okay, option C. Now question 5. Mami's words Mother, why are you always complaining about Arjoa's legs? Made Nana feel annoyed. Who is the author of the story The Girl Who Can? Amata Aidoo. Arjoa is a dash-year-old girl, 7. The place Arjoa hails from is fertile. Arjoa's mommy is humble and helpless. Arjoa was analytical and sensitive. Who was Kaya? Mommy. And both the names refer to Arjoa's mother. When Arjoa thinks of her legs, she is analytical. Arjoa is selected to represent her school in junior district games. How does Nana hold the cup won by Arjoa? Carries it on the back. In the end of the story, Nana appears as a progressive, dynamic woman. Now, passage 1. First passage is they all say that when all of Africa is not choking under a drought, Hasorchi lives in a very fertile lowland in a district known for its good soil. Maybe that is why anytime I don't finish eating my food, Nana says, You are Joa, you don't know what life is about. You don't know what problems there are in this life. First question is what contrast is made in the first sentence? In the first sentence of the extract, a contrast is made between the fertile land of the narrator's village. Okay, this is the name of the village, Asorji. Narrator's village and the land facing long spells of drought in the rest of Africa. Second question is what do you learn about the speaker from this extract? Okay, and the answer is from this extract, we learn that the speaker is a young girl named Arjoa who lives in the village of Asorchi. She is being addressed by her grandmother, Nana, who tells her that she does not know about the problems of life. Okay, this is what we learn about Arjoa in this extract. Okay, the her name is Arjoa and she lives in Hasorji. And in this passage, she is being addressed by her grandmother. Her name is Nana, and her grandmother tells her that Arjoa doesn't know about the problems of life. Who is Nana? Nana is narrator's grandmother. What information is given by the narrator about Nana? The narrator informs us that Nana often scolds her. Okay, often she scolds her. What does it? What does she says? What does she say? Her saying, "You are Joa. You don't know what life is about. You don't know what problems there are in this life." Okay, this is written in inverted commas. Next question is what does the narrator think about her Nana telling about problems of life? The narrator, being just a 7-year-old girl, seems to find Nana's remarks about the problems of life confusing and beyond her comprehension at this age. Okay, she is not able to understand what her grandmother tells her. Which part of Africa is this story about? What is peculiar about it? The story is set in the central region of Ghana, Africa. Peculiarly, the narrator's village Hasorji lies in a fertile lowland and is known for its good soil. Unlike other parts of Africa that often face droughts. Second passage, and that I think is a very serious problem because it is always difficult to decide whether to keep quiet and not to say any of the things that come into my head or say them and get laughed at. Which serious problem is the narrator talking about? The serious problem that the narrator is talking about is her inability to properly express her thoughts. Okay, as she is only 7 years old, she is not able to express her thoughts properly in front of her grandmother and mother, thoughts and ideas verbally due to her young age. She finds it difficult to decide whether to voice her thoughts or remain quiet. Okay, she doesn't know whether she um, shouldn't say anything or she should express her thoughts. What is narrator's dilemma? The narrator's dilemma is whether to keep quiet and not to say the things that come into her head, or to say them and risk getting laughed at by others. Okay, sometimes what happens, uh, children say something and elders don't understand them what the child is going to say, or what she or he is trying to say to them, and they just laugh at the whatever they say. Okay, so that is why she is also in dilemma or in confusion that whether she should be quiet or she should express her thoughts. What is the general attitude of the elders to the problems of the youngsters? The general attitude of the elders to the problems of the youngsters is that of indifference. They either rebuke the youngsters for voicing certain things or laugh at them, treating their thoughts as foolish. Next question is, has it been easy for Arjoa to deal with Nana? How do you know? No. The answer is no. It has not been easy for Arjoa to deal with Nana. The passage suggests that Nana's authoritative nature and tendency to either reprimand Arjoa or laugh at her thoughts makes it difficult for Arjoa to express herself freely. Which weakness of Arjoa is pointed out by Nana? Nana points out that Arjoa has thin legs. This is Arjoa's weakness that is pointed out by Nana. She considers it a weakness. Actually, it is not. Okay. Nana points out that Arjoa has thin legs. She considers it a weakness in Arjoa as she thinks that thick legs would support solid hips, and a woman must have solid hips to be able to have children. Passage 3. I find something quite confusing in all this. That is, no one ever explains to me why sometimes I shouldn't repeat some things I say. क्योंकि जैसे होता है ना, कुछ बच्चे बोल देते हैं और बड़े क्या करते हैं कि ऐसी बातें नहीं करते, चुप कर रहो, दोबारा ऐसे नहीं बोलना. Okay, that is what she is saying. First question is, what is confusing to the narrator? The narrator finds it confusing that no one ever explains to her why sometimes she should not repeat certain things she says. ठीक है, they tell them not to repeat these kind of things, but they don't give any reason, they don't give any kind of explanation. While at other times, some of our words are considered funny and repeated for others' amusement. Okay, और कुछ उसके words sentences कुछ ऐसे होते हैं तो जिनको वो सबको बोल बोल के बताते हैं कि इसने ऐसा बोला, as if that is the source of amusement for others. What is the narrator forbidden to do? Who forbids her? The narrator is sometimes forbidden to repeat certain things that she says without any explanation provided. Her grandmother, Nana, forbids her to say these things. Question number 3. What surprising thing or habit of the elders is referred to here? The surprising habit of the elders referred to here is their tendency to either censor the narrator for saying certain things or find some of our words so funny that that they repeat them for others' amusement, often leading to laughter and mockery. How, according to the narrator, do the elders behave about the follies and foibles of the youngsters? The elders do not seem to have a consistent or constructive approach towards the follies or foibles of the youngsters. They either sternly forbid the youngsters from repeating certain things or mock them by laughing excessively at their words or actions they find amusing. What does the narrator think about the grown ups? The narrator finds the behavior of the grown ups confusing and perplexing. She does not understand the rationale behind their contradictory reactions to her words, sometimes censoring her and sometimes finding them hilariously funny, very funny. Then, passage 4, that it did not have to be an issue for my two favorite people to fight over. And who two favorite people are mentioned here? Are Joa's grandmother and mother. But I didn't want either to be told not to repeat that or it to be considered so funny that anyone would laugh at me until they cried. First question, which issue does the narrator refer to here? The narrator is referring to the issue of her thin legs, which seems to a point of contention between two favorite people, her grandmother Nana and her mother Mami or Kaya, you can write anything. Who are the two favorite people of the narrator mentioned here? Do they have the same views? The two favorite people of the narrator mentioned here are her grandmother Nana and her mother Mami. It is evident, means clear, that they do not have the same views regarding the issue of the narrator's thin legs. Next question, what does the narrator expect of her mother and grandmother regarding her issue? The narrator does not want her thin legs to become an issue over which her two favorite people, Nana and Mami, fight. What opinion does Nana hold about women's ability to rear a child? Okay, this is only opinion of Nana, not anyone else's. According to the passage, Nana holds the opinion that a woman must have strong legs with meat on them, in inverted commas, meat on them, and good calves to support solid hips in order to be able to have children. How is the outer world of a child as compared to the world before birth? Okay, after birth, the world after birth, and before birth. The passage describes the outer world that a child is born into as the world of noise and comprehension. It is written in inverted commas, the world of noise and comprehension, is contrast to the previous state referred to as, this is also in inverted commas, the land of sweet soft silence. Okay, the land of sweet soft silence, presumably the mother's womb before birth. Passage 5, and you know such things are not for talking about every day, but if any female child decides to come into this world with legs, then they might as well be legs. First question, whose opinion is talked about here? How sound is this opinion? The opinion being talked about here is Nana's. Okay, this is the first question I answer. How sound is this opinion? Her opinion that a woman must have strong, meaty legs to support solid hips for childbearing seems to a narrow and unsound view. As the narrator later proves through her athletic achievements, then even even thin legs can be useful and capable. What is meant by such things that are not meant to be talked about on a daily basis? The such things, it is in single commas, the such things that are not meant to be talked about on a daily basis seems to refer to physical disabilities or deformities. As Nana mentions, the rare cases of people being born without arms or legs as a sad business. This is also in inverted commas, a sad business taken from the text, not to be discussed every day. What kind of legs are not liked and by whom? Nana does not like thin, spindly legs of a woman. She believes that a woman's legs should have meat on them with good carbs. With what should a female child come into the world? According to Nana's opinion expressed in this passage, if a female child decides to come into the world with legs, then they might as well be legs. Again, from the text, implying that a woman's legs should be strong and meaty, capable of supporting solid hips for childbearing. Does the narrator get any complex in her mind due to her so called imperfection? And what was the imperfection? Having thin legs. Explain. The narrator does not get any complexes in her mind due to her so called imperfection. She rather moves in confidence and takes part in games and sports also. Passage 6. How, after one's only daughter had insisted on marrying a man like that, you still have to thank your God that the biggest problem you got later was having a granddaughter with spindly legs that are too long for a woman and too thin to be of any use. First question, what does Nana lament? Lament means pashtawa karna, regret. Nana is lamenting about her daughter Mami insisting on marrying a man whom Nana disapproves of, referring to him as a man like that. Okay, she was not in favor of the marriage with that man, Arjua's father. What kind of man did Mami marry? Was it a happy marriage? The passage implies that Mami married a man whom Nana considered unworthy or unsuitable. It does not explicitly state whether their marriage was a happy one. Okay, it is not mentioned in the text in the story. But Nana's disparaging tone suggests that she did not approve of her daughter's choice of a husband. Okay, she was against this choice. What evil of the society does the passage refer to? The passage refers to the social evil of treating a woman like a child producing machine only. She has to be healthy and strong to give birth to healthy children only. Why is Nana not happy with Joan's legs? Nana is not happy with Joa's legs because she considers them to be spindly, very thin, too long for a woman, and too thin to be of any use. According to Nana's traditional beliefs, a woman should have strong, meaty legs to support solid hips for childbearing. What is Nana's ideal of a perfect woman? Nana's ideal of a perfect woman is one who has strong, meaty legs with good calves to support solid hips, capable of bearing children. She believes that a woman's primary role is to be able to have children, and the physical attributes that facilitate this are essential. Passage 7. School is another thing Nana and my mother discussed often. Okay, what was the first thing? Uh, that Arjua's thin legs. And second thing, school. School is another thing Nana and my mother discussed often and appear to have different ideas about. Okay, they didn't agree with each other on this topic. Nana thought it would be waste of time. This was Nana's opinion. I never understood what she meant. First question, what did Nana think about the education of girls? Nana believed that sending girls to a school for education was a waste of time. She did not like women to get educated. What opinion do you form of Nana? From this passage, one forms the opinion that Nana holds a traditional and regressive view regarding the education of girls. She does not seem to value or support the idea of educating girls, considering it a waste of time. Third question, did Ajwa's mother hold the same views about the education of women as her grandmother Nana? No. Ajwa Arjawa's mother did not hold the same views about the education of women as her grandmother Nana. However, she does not express her ideas emphatically. Okay, she was not able to do that in front of her mother Nana. Was Arjawa's mother educated? What was her regret? The passage implies that Arjawa's mother was not educated. It states that she kept telling Nana, this is again from the text, keep it in inverted commas, kept telling Nana that she, that is my mother, felt she was locked into some kind of darkness because she didn't go to school. Okay, if we don't have knowledge, we are in darkness. Okay, this is what she is saying. She regretted her not being able to receive education. Okay, she regretted for that she was not able to go to school and get education. Why did Nana not wish the girls to go to school? Does Arjua agree with her? Nana considered that sending girls to school for education was a waste of time only. She did not wish the girls to move out in the school. But Arjua did not agree with her grandmother. Okay, rather she went to the school and got education. Last passage, you know what she did? She carried the gleaming, means shining cup on her back, like they do with babies and other very precious things, and this time not taking the trouble to walk by herself. First question, what moment of pride does the passage refer to? The passage refers to the moment of pride when Arjova wins the cup for being the best all round junior athlete, representing her school in the district games. How does Nana react at Arjoa's achievement? Nana reacts with great joy and excitement on Arjoa's achievement. She carries the gleaming cup on her back, treating it with utmost care and reverence, means respect, as one would carry a precious thing, as it is written here. Okay, as they do with babies and some precious things. What change of heart and mind is seen in Nana's personality? How does it seem different from her earlier attitude? The passage shows a significant change of heart and mind in Nana's personality regarding her attitude towards Arjoa's thin legs. Okay, uh, there is a change in the behavior before she gets the cup and after she gets the cup. for all round junior athlete. She begins to think that a woman's role in society is not limited to rearing children. She can contribute much more to the society. Earlier, she had consistently criticized and doubted Arjoa's abilities due to her physical condition. Physical condition means she was having thin legs. Why does Nana begin to think about the role of women in society? Who brings this change in her? Nana begins to reevaluate her traditional beliefs about the role of women in society. Now she thinks that a woman's role in society is not limited to rearing children. She can contribute much more to the society. This change in her is brought by Arjoa and her achievements. Okay, Arjoa's achievements as an athlete. How does Arjoa show the mettle of a woman? Arjoa shows mettle means strength. Arjoa shows the mettle of a woman by excelling as an athlete and winning the cup for the best all round junior athlete, despite her grandmother's constant criticism of her thin legs. Through her determination and achievement, Arjoa challenges the narrow societal expectations placed on women and proves that physical attributes need not define or limit a woman's potential. Okay, this was all about the question answers and a summary of The Girl Who Can. Thank you.